Hi. Now, if you're anything like me, you love your Kumihimo and you're always looking for new ways to get more Kumihimo into your life. And the holidays or Christmas or Thanksgiving are a great time to add some little touches to your home using Kumihimo techniques. So what I'm going to show you today is how to make a fun little napkin ring. And that can be either for beautiful linen napkins or for disposable paper serviette style napkins, whatever you like to use. And you can use them year after year and everyone will appreciate all your hard work. So with no further ado, let's get on to actually making them. So this is your little table napkin ring, a little bit different to the usual sort, with a little playful tassel on the front, beads dangling on the end and a little wire closure in the middle. All you need for this is some cord of some sort, and I've used satin cord. Here I've used 1mm, that's up to you. You need some wire, so under here I've got 0.8mm wire, which is 20 gauge, and I've got some size 8 seed beads. I've got about 50 there, that will depend on the size of your cord, and then some slightly larger beads. These are size 6 beads to thread onto the end to make the tassel. So first of all, you need to gather your cords. You need 8 cords. I've used 2 colours, so I've used 4 of each colour. And I've used 1mm satin cord here. And each cord is 60 centimetres long, and that's 24 inches. You need to make a knot about 8 centimetres or 3 inches from the end. And that's going to be an overhand knot. You don't want to make it too tight because this is going to you're going to undo it at a later stage. Just want it tight enough to hold. Now you're going to position your cords on the disc in the usual positions. This is round braid. So we're going to put one colour in the top and bottom slots and the other colour in the slots at the side. Then make sure your knot is in the middle and you can proceed to braid. And this is your regular round braid or Congo gumi. So we do top down, bottom up, quarter turn, top right down, bottom left up, quarter turn, and continue. Now you need to braid for about 16 centimetres. Which is about 6 inches, let's say, something like that. Now, what I do need to say here is if you're using linen napkins, they'll be fatter, so you'll need a little bit more. What you need to think about is the size of the ring that you want. And you need to make sure that you stop braiding when you've got the same amount that you had at the beginning, so your 3 inches or your 8 centimetres. So once you have completed your braiding, take it off the disc and you'll have a knot. You'll actually have a knot at both ends, of course. What you do now is undo that knot carefully, pinch that end there, and then very quickly apply some glue. Now you're going to apply the glue in a little band like that. You don't want it to be too visible, you just want to stop fraying. And it doesn't really matter too much what sort of glue you use here. So for speed, I'm going to use a brush-on super glue. All I want is to stop those fibres coming undone. There won't be much pressure on this join, it's not like jewellery. So now allow that to dry and do the same for the other end so that you have your braid neatly finishing just with a glued section. Now take your wire and you need about 30 centimetres. First of all, just roll the end. This is going to be on the underside of the napkin, so it doesn't matter if your wire skills aren't that good. You can do a neat little spiral, whatever you like. Now, thread on your beads. I've already done that on this piece of wire, so here they come. I've got about 50 on there. And then roll the other end as well. So that's just so they don't drop off. Now, what we're going to do is take the napkin braid and quite simply wrap the wire around the braid once, like that, so it's secure. And now I'm going to start feeding on the beads. So I'm just going to feed them on as I wrap round, covering that first piece of wire and then wrapping underneath, feeding them on. And making sure they've got nice, there are no gaps, nice and tight. I can pull it down a little bit so it covers the glued section. And then to the back. Now you can do, I think 3 or 4 wraps look prettiest. So that was my third one. Now just feed a few more on. And this is my 4th coming round. So now when I come to the back, I just pull away the beads that I don't want. Cut the wire about 1/2 inch, 1.5 centimeters away from the beads and use round nose pliers to roll the wire around and tuck it under. Now what you can do is you can manipulate this. Once you've secured it like that, you can manipulate your wire so that you're happy with it. That forms the structure of your little napkin ring. Now, what you need to do is make your tassel. So the way you do this is decide how long you want your tassel to be, thread a bead onto each cord, tie a knot, and then trim off the excess. And you can just seal the knot with either glue or with a naked flame if you're very careful. And repeat that for all your cords so that you have a neat tassel. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you saw the potential for using up some of the bits and pieces from your stash, because that's what I like to do in my videos. Show you how to do things, but not necessarily send you out to buy lots of things, because I know you've all got lots of things in your stash. So you don't have to use the satin cord that I used. You can use ribbon, you can use different sorts of cord. You may have some fancy knitting yarns that will do the job. So have a hunt through what you've got and see how you can use this design and make it your own. And look out for further ideas for festive ideas, household things, and of course lots of jewellery. And the best way to know what's going on is to subscribe to my channel. And also take a look at my website, where there are lots of tutorials, inspirational ideas, and it's also where you can get hold of my Prumihimo disc and book. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.